Welcome back to CoinQuest today. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Specifically, we're going to explore one of the most common yet potentially valuable coins in American pockets and drawers, the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it might look like just another penny. But as we'll discover today, this coin holds a surprising amount of history and, in some cases, a shocking amount of value on the collector's market today. Before we get into how much money this coin could be worth, let's take a step back and talk about where it came from. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909 when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of the traditional Lady Liberty. This was a huge deal back in the early 20th century. The idea came from President Theodore Roosevelt, who believed American coins should be more beautiful and meaningful. Now fast forward to 1981. By this time, the Lincoln cent had been circulating for over 70 years. But something was happening behind the scenes that would make 1981 a pivotal year for the humble penny. You see, for many decades these coins were made mostly of copper. But due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint began experimenting with alternative compositions. In 1982, just 1 year after our coin of interest, the composition officially changed from 95% copper to a cheaper copper-coated zinc planchet. So 1981 was the last full year the penny was made with that heavy copper composition. This fact alone makes it stand out in the timeline of American coins. And if that weren't enough, there's even more to the story. You see, in 1981 the Mint used two different kinds of lettering styles for the word liberty and the motto "In God We Trust." These are known as Type 1 and Type 2 proofs. The difference lies in how sharp and clear the lettering appears. Type 2 proofs have sharper, clearer lettering and they are far rarer. And now let's talk mint marks. The 1981 Lincoln penny was produced at 3 different U.S. Mint locations. You have the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use a mint mark, the Denver Mint, which used a D mark, and the San Francisco Mint, which produced both regular coins and proof coins with the S mint mark. Proof coins from San Francisco are made using a special process that results in a mirror-like finish and are intended for collectors, not general circulation. So what does this all mean for you and your pocket change? Well, depending on the condition and the mint where it was made, a 1981 penny could be worth more than just 1 cent. Far more in some cases. Most circulated 1981 pennies are still worth face value or just a few cents more. But when you get into high-grade uncirculated examples, or even better proof versions, especially Type 2 proof coins with sharp lettering from San Francisco, the value can climb fast. Let's look at some real numbers. A regular 1981 penny from Philadelphia or Denver in average circulated condition might fetch anywhere from 1 to 5 cents. Not impressive. But an uncirculated example graded MS-65 or higher can be worth a few dollars. That's already a big leap for a coin that originally cost 1 cent. But here's where it gets exciting. A 1981 S-proof penny, especially a Type 2 variety graded PR69 Deep Cameo, has sold at auction for over $1,000. Yes, you heard that right. $1,000 for a penny. Why? Because collectors value sharp strikes, limited mintage, and excellent preservation. These high-grade coins are rare and in demand, but how can you tell if your 1981 penny is valuable? First, look at the mint mark. If there's an S under the year, that's a San Francisco proof and that's worth a closer look. Next, examine the quality. Does it look like it was barely touched? Shiny, clean, no scratches? You might have an uncirculated or proof coin. And if the lettering is sharp, especially on the word liberty and "In God We Trust," then you may have a Type 2. That's where the serious value begins. If you think you have a valuable coin, the next step is to get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will examine the coin, give it a numerical grade, and certify its authenticity. Once your coin is graded, it's easier to sell it to serious collectors or auction houses. So where can you sell a valuable 1981 penny? There are several options. Coin shows are a great place to meet dealers and collectors in person. Online auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions allow you to reach a global market. You can also visit local coin shops to get an appraisal or a potential offer. Just remember to do your homework and know what your coin is truly worth before making a deal. To sum it all up, the 1981 Lincoln penny may not seem special at first. But thanks to its copper content, unique proof varieties, and minting quirks, it has become a coin that collectors are watching closely. While most are still only worth a cent or two, there are some hidden gems out there worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So next time you're sorting through change or looking through an old coin jar, take a moment to check for that 1981 date. It just might be the start of your next great coin collecting adventure. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss future videos about rare coins and hidden treasures. Until next time, keep collecting and keep discovering. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1999 1-cent Lincoln penny. It's a coin you've probably seen dozens of times. But did you know that some of these ordinary-looking pennies can actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today? Yes, you heard that right. A simple penny from 1999 might just be hiding in your change jar, waiting to be discovered. So let's talk about the history, key features, rare errors, and how to determine if your 1999 penny is worth a fortune. Let's start with a little background on the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first regular issue United States coin to feature a real person, and it's remained in production for well over a century. The obverse or front of the coin features the bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials VDB can still be seen on modern versions of the coin, right below Lincoln's shoulder. Fast forward to 1999. This was the last full year that the penny would carry the original reverse design before the U.S. Mint launched the 4 reverse designs for the Lincoln bicentennial coins in 2009. So while the 1999 penny looks ordinary at first glance, it sits at the edge of a transition in U.S. coin history. It was struck at 2 main mint locations, Philadelphia and Denver, so you'll see either no mint mark or a D mark under the year. No mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia, and D means it was minted in Denver. And now let's talk composition. The 1999 Lincoln cent is not made of copper like its pre-1982 cousins. Instead, it's composed of 97.5% zinc and coated with a thin layer of copper, giving it that classic penny look. Each coin weighs about 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Alright, now let's talk money, the current value of this coin, and why certain 1999 Lincoln pennies are fetching huge premiums. The truth is, most 1999 pennies in average circulated condition are only worth face value. But collectors are always on the lookout for high-grade, uncirculated examples, or coins with minting errors. That's where the big money is. So how much are we talking? Well, high-grade 1999 Lincoln pennies, especially those graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can sell for anywhere between $25 and several $100s depending on the specific mint mark and condition. One particularly stunning 1999 D Lincoln penny graded MS68 red by PCGS sold for over $2,500 at auction. That's right, $2,500 for a penny, but that's not all. The real jackpot comes from mint errors. Let's go over some of the most valuable and fascinating errors found on 1999 Lincoln pennies. First up, the white AM reverse. Between 1993 and 2008, the U.S. Mint used 2 different reverse designs, one for proof coins and one for circulation. The main difference was in the spacing between the letters A and M and the word America on the reverse side of the coin. Most 1999 circulation pennies should have the close AM design. But in some cases, the Mint accidentally used the proof reverse die on circulation coins, creating what's called the 1999 white AM variety. In a white AM coin, the letters A and M in America are clearly separated. This is a rare and desirable error, and depending on condition it can be worth $250 or even up to $600. So grab a magnifying glass and check your change. Another highly sought-after error is the double die. This is when the die used to strike the coin has a slight shift, resulting in visible doubling of letters or numbers. While 1999 is not the most common year for double dies, there are known examples with doubled letters in the word liberty or in the date. These are incredibly rare, and collectors will pay hundreds of dollars for a confirmed and certified double die error. Also keep an eye out for off-center strikes and clipped planchets. These are dramatic minting mistakes where the coin was either not properly aligned when struck or part of the metal blank was missing. These can range in value from $50 to over $300 depending on how dramatic the error is and the overall condition of the coin. So what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1999 penny? First step is to handle it carefully. Avoid touching the surfaces directly. Use gloves or hold it by the edges. Take a good close-up look with a magnifier or jeweler's loupe. Compare the reverse with examples of the white AM and check for any doubling in the letters or numbers. If you think you found something special, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Certification can drastically increase your coin's value and make it easier to sell to collectors. Now, where can you find these valuable coins? Your best bet is to check your spare change, coin jars, and rolls of pennies from the bank. Coin roll hunting is a popular hobby where people buy rolls of coins from the bank and search through them for rare and valuable finds. It's a low-cost way to potentially uncover hidden treasures like a rare 1999 Lincoln penny, and remember, even if you don't find a rare one, collecting coins can be incredibly rewarding. Every coin has a story. And the 1999 Lincoln penny, sitting quietly at the turn of a new millennium, has more value than most people realize, especially if it carries a rare error or is in pristine condition. Before we wrap up, let's quickly recap. The 1999 Lincoln penny is mostly common in circulation, but rare varieties like the white AM reverse and mint errors can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Check for high-grade coins, look closely at the reverse design, and keep an eye out for any doubling or misstrikes. You might just strike it rich. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting and want to learn more about rare coins and hidden treasures, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell icon so you never miss a future upload. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or if you want me to cover another year next. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your pocket change bring you riches. Have you ever found a penny from 2006 and wondered if it could be worth more than just 1 cent? Believe it or not, some Lincoln pennies from that year are selling for much more than face value. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into the 2006 Lincoln 1-cent coin. We'll explore its history, the reasons some of them are extremely valuable, and how you can identify one that might be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's begin with the basics. The 2006 1-cent penny features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse or front side. This design was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. It was the first time a real historical figure appeared on a regular issue American coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this portrait of Lincoln has become one of the most recognized images in U.S. coinage history. The reverse of the 2006 penny still shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used from 1959 through 2008. Now, you might be asking, what makes the 2006 penny special? Millions were minted, so why would any of them be worth more than a penny? The answer lies in several factors. These include mint errors, varieties, and condition. Let's break that down. First, let's talk about mint marks. In 2006, Lincoln pennies were struck at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those from Denver carry a small letter D under the date. While most of these coins are common, some unique errors and varieties from each mint make certain coins much more desirable to collectors. One of the most sought-after types is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once with slight misalignment. This can cause doubled images, especially in the lettering or the date. For example, a 2006 penny with a noticeable doubling in the words "In God We Trust" or "Liberty" could be extremely valuable. Collectors pay big money for strong double die examples, especially those in excellent condition. Then we have off-center strikes, where the coin is not properly aligned in the press, resulting in a portion of the design being missing. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 2006 penny that is struck 50% off-center can be worth over $100 or more, depending on the visibility of the date and condition. Another thing to watch out for is die cracks or cuds. These are raised lines or lumps on the surface of the coin caused by damage or breakage in the die used to strike the coin. While less dramatic than double dies or off-center errors, these types of errors can still command premium prices if they are large or unusual. Now, let's discuss the role of coin grading in determining value. A coin's condition is ranked using the Sheldon scale, from poor condition at grade 1 to perfect condition at grade 70. Coins that are uncirculated and have a grade of MS65 or higher are especially prized. The higher the grade, the fewer marks or imperfections the coin has. Even a regular 2006 penny with no error, if in pristine condition, can sell for several dollars if it grades high enough. But add an error on top of that and the value skyrockets. So how much could a 2006 Lincoln penny actually be worth? Let's look at some real examples. A 2006 penny with a dramatic double die error in mint state 66 sold for over $500 at auction. Another example with an off-center strike and full visible date sold for close to $150. And certain rare varieties graded MS67 red by PCGS or NGC, two of the top coin grading services, can sell for hundreds depending on market demand, but that's not all. Some coins are even worth thousands. Yes, you heard that right. Rare examples of the 2006 penny with extreme minting errors or in perfect condition have fetched four figures at major coin auctions. That's a huge return on a 1-cent coin, and here's the kicker: you could have one of these in your pocket change right now. Most people overlook pennies because of their low value, but with a little bit of knowledge and a keen eye, you could find a small treasure in your coin jar. So what should you do if you think you found a valuable 2006 penny? First, examine it under good lighting. Look for doubling in the text or image, check if the coin looks off-center, or has any unusual marks or raised areas. Next, compare it to known error types online. If it looks like you might have something rare, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. This can help verify its authenticity and increase its resale value significantly. There's also a thriving community of coin collectors online and at coin shows. Whether you want to sell your coin, trade it, or just learn more, these communities can be a great resource. And always be cautious when selling valuable coins. Go through reputable dealers or auction platforms to ensure you get a fair price. To wrap things up, the 2006 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary, but there's a hidden world of value behind this small copper coin. From historic design to rare minting errors, these coins tell a story, and in some cases, that story is worth a lot of money. So the next time you find a penny from 2006, take a second look. It just might be worth far more than you think. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips and history, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Have you ever found a rare penny in your change? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, happy collecting!